talk my shit. I got on dick, and she turned around and hit. And I done learned a lot of shit. I had her burn up her brain. I deserve her fridge. I deserve her. I deserve her. I'm like, how we do your motherfucker?
What's up, man? This your boy, Mr. I-240. I'm back with another episode today. Hey, man, I missed y'all, man. I missed y'all. I've been like, man, work been stressing me out so much. It's to a point where I don't even want to work no more. It's just like, yo, it's just crazy. Like, I really miss y'all. So, hey, I know I've been slacking on the page and stuff like that. But, hey, I love y'all. I miss y'all. And we just got a lot to talk about, you know what I'm saying? You know, the title of this episode, Don't Want No Smoke. But hey, if you're new to the page, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button, hit that like button, you know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm here with a brand new episode today. And I just want to say, hey, I love y'all. I miss y'all like I said. Hey man, like I said, I appreciate it. Oh, and most important before I start, I want to thank the Lord Jesus Christ for another day. You feel what I'm saying? So, with that being said, let's get to this wild first subject. The first subject is the Brock Lesnar Sable Mark Mero love train. So, I guess during the early stages of Brock Lesnar's career, Sable had an affair with Brock Lesnar, who was, I think, probably married in 03, 04, I'm not sure, with a, I guess good wrestler legendary Mark Mero. And so Mark Mero, he was probably, I forgot how he said how he felt out, but he felt something. But basically what he said from what I read on the clip, he said when I found out Brock, he was like, okay, he didn't want no smoke with Brock Lesnar. I don't blame him. Like, hey man, if my guy cheating on me with Brock Lesnar, I don't want no smoke with him either. I'd be like, hey man, well, hey, best man win, do your thing. But when he first said that she cheated on him, I wasn't surprised. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I feel like Sable probably could cheat on that man back in 98. You know what I'm saying? Because doing the 98 thing, you know what I'm saying, when they were working together, I feel like they were kind of growing apart then because he was on his TKO mode and she was on some sexual exploitation stuff. You know what I'm saying? So why wouldn't I be surprised that your wife left you for a young, prime, 24-year-old company who's the face of the company within a year, who made an impact more than you? And he bringing home a lot of money. I'm not saying Mark Mero won't bring in no money, but Mark Mero wasn't drawing like Brock Lesnar. Wasn't nobody finna come see the Wildcat or the Wild Man or whatever this is. Wasn't nobody gonna come see it. This one selling tickets. The next big thing, pause, was, especially he from college doing his thing, getting his shine. You know what I'm saying? You got Vince McMahon bagging you and endorsing you. I ain't surprised that she left you for him. And then you gotta think about this. Brock Lesnar was drawing. Think about it. Brock Lesnar beat The Rock. Became champion. Then he main evented with Undertaker in back-to-back pay-per-views. Unforgiven and No Mercy. Then he was in the semi-main event against The Big Show. Come on, man. That's not hard to let go. You smell me? Then he'll Royal Rumble one. So I'm pretty sure the affair probably happened around 03, 04. But I salute Mark Mero just being a real one though at the same time, because who won't smoke with the new Brock Lesnar? You seen Randy Orton? When he was trembling, scared, shaking after Brock Lesnar was giving him that elbow work because he wasn't selling the moves? Would you want to fight that? Hell no. If my girl want Brock Lesnar, hey girl, hey, do your thing, girl, because I ain't fighting him. Because Brock Lesnar hit me. I don't condone violence, but he getting poked in the eye or something. Because thou should not kill. I ain't going to kill no man. Thou should not kill. But I ain't finna fight no Brock Lesnar. So I don't blame Mark Mero for being a real one. And plus, Brock Lesnar is a younger guy. I think him and Sable at that time was in their 40s. and that's when actually the age of 40 was 40. What I'm gonna do with that? And you know, and I'm pretty sure I won't be surprised that Mark Mero probably used to cheat on her when he was trying to come up in the world. I won't be surprised. You know, so it just like you sit back and you think about that, and it's just like, what you gonna do? It's Brock Lesnar. Think about this. Mark Mero, Brock Lesnar. Mark Mero, Brock Lesnar. The man who got whooped by Stone Cold, the man who whooped The Rock. The man who tried to do a boxing promotion, or a man who dominated 2002. What's the hard? There's an easy choice. I'm choosing a 25-year-old. You know what I'm saying? I just hate that it happened to Mark Mero. You know what I'm saying? That he probably had to find out his wife was cheating through the company. And I think at that time, Mark Mero wasn't even with the company at all. And so it's like, while you at home, your wife on the road. And hell, she probably cheated with Vince. Who knows, man? You know what I'm saying? So I salute Mark Mero for being a real street nigga and just left it alone. You smell me? So, you know, it's sad. It sucks, but you gotta look at it, man. A woman gonna do what they do. Any woman with that Jezebel spirit gonna do what they do. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I just commend him for not trying to fight Brock Lesnar, because you know what they say. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Don't fight the nigga, fight the broad. You know what I'm saying? Not fight her, but confront her. Shit, cause Brock gonna do what he do. And hey, look at Brock Lesnar now. It's 20 years later, he's still relevant. We don't know what Mark Mero doing. And him and Sable still together. You seen her at the UFC fights, getting her shine on by her man. While Mark Mero behind the scenes. So I don't blame Mark Mero for not wanting to fight this. And this don't make him no coward or no PU double snakes. Why? It don't. It's just being a real one and scoping out your situations. So I commend you for that, my brother. Alright. Next subject. Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns. The history. Now, it's a lot of bloodline and a lot of history in this feud. Okay. Exhibit number 1. Family. So here you have Roman Joe Reigns, who come from the family of the Mayabeer family, the Anoa'i family. You know, your Rocks, your Rikishis, you know, your Jimmy Fly Snuckers, the Wild Samoans with his father, Alpha and Sika. Even the ones we don't know about. Hey, you got Jacob Fatu, MLW. Then you have Cody Rhodes, Dusty Rhodes. With the swag, the slang, the talk. Making historic moments with Ric Flair, Harley Race, Kevin Sullivan. Then you got Big Brother getting his shine in WCW, doing his thing the first run. Then left WCW, became Goldust, made an impact, taking out Razor Ramon, beating Undertaker, irritating the hell out of Ahmed Johnson. Him and Triple H going back and forth for the IC belt. Even he had a strange feud with Brian Pillman, who actually dated his ex-wife. That was his wife at the time. Then you got the pedigree difficult to get to success. You have Roman Joe Reigns, who was a failed NFL player, who got drafted by the Minnesota Vikings, made it to the NFL, caught that cancer, beat cancer the first time, trying to find his way through the world. And then he decided to take on the family legacy. Went to FCW, had a dominant run. Became NXT. Then A couple of years later, became the Shield, and they never looked back. Then you got Cody Rhodes, the young 19-year-old phenom. Of course, was brought in by his father, Dusty Rhodes. And he got his start in the Randy Orton feud, when Randy slapped Dusty right in front of him. Then after the Randy feud, Cody had to find his way. And then he teamed up with my boy Hardcore Holly, which I got an episode on him too, coming soon. Well, I don't him, but he's involved in one of the episodes in the future, which I wrote the other day. Became tag team champions in a weird pairing, good tag team. Then he was lost in the shuffle in 08. Then he joined Legacy with the Ops that slapped his daddy. Like I said it again, slapped his daddy. Pop, pop, like a little bitch. Signed with him. Then, Run It Rough Shot, him and Ted DiBiase beating Crime Time. Being a pain in the neck to DX. Having historic runs. Being in big feuds with the McMahon family. Then they had a triple threat match in Legacy End. Then Cody had to find his own way. Became multiple time Intercontinental Champion, being in countless of feuds with Randy Orton. Hell, to be honest with you, Cody Rhodes' pedigree is kind of Hall of Famous too. Because you got to remember, before he became Stardust, trash. Woo! The Rhodes Scholars was a good tag team with him, Damien Sandow. I hate that it got split up. Gotta think about that. Then, after the Rhodes Scholars was over, Cody had to find his way. He was involved in, of course, in the big storyline with the Authority. Getting his itch, getting his shine with his brother, Daddy, hugging. Then Struggle City after that. Became Stardust. He left WWE without no pedigree. He just said, peace out, I'm gone. Went to the independent scene, got better. Then became a free agent. I mean, when he built his own rationing company, carried it to the highest he could, because, well, he really left because he didn't want to be no heel. But he carried it to the highest he could. Then he came back home. Beat Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Beat Seth Rollins at Backlash. Beat Seth Rollins at Hell in a Cell. Got hurt. Came back, won the Royal Rumble. Then he's coming back into full circle at this moment. And then, last but not least, of course, you thought I was going to leave Paul Heyman out? Paul Heyman got history with both of the families. Paul, he known Dusty Rhodes since the head of a lifetime. He known Roman Reigns, The Rock, all of them for 30 plus years. And this rivalry has already got personal without Cody and Roman Reigns being in the same ring. That's how great Paul Heyman is. Listen to what I just said. Him and Roman Reigns haven't crossed paths yet. And the feud already good. From bringing up Paul Heyman already told Cody Rhodes a couple of weeks ago that Dusty said he wished Roman Reigns was his son. Whoo, that's tough. Had to burn like Usher. Then he did it again when Paul Heyman said, I protect your wife. I'll watch after her. These next 4 or 5 weeks is going to be very entertaining between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. And I must say, because I had a segment on one of the episodes, not that long ago, but Cody Rhodes promo has been on point. I had a question like, has Cody Rhodes promos become predictable? But these last couple of few has not been that predictable. And this rivalry is getting personal. That's why I say it's a lot of history. This might be one of the greatest matches of all time. And that's why I said in a while back that Cody just a little bit better than his father. Because if Cody do this and become double champion, think about it. Now, why would you say he better than his father? 6-7 years ago, Cody Rhodes told WWE and Vince to F yourself. Then Cody Rhodes is sending subliminals at Triple H at his interests and stuff. And then Vince, I told you, listen to your boy. If Vince see you making that green, he gonna listen to the fans. Cause Vince is putting input in this. Let's stop playing, bro. The devil ain't going nowhere. Ain't that right, Lucifer? Trash. Woo! Anyway, that's why he'll be better than his father. Dad, think about that. Dusty ain't gonna do nothing like that. I love Dusty. Dusty didn't go through nothing like this. You left the company that you said F off to, and then they forgave you. They give you the mega push that you want. That got the sting. You ain't even been back with the company almost a full year, and you getting the mega push. Think about that. Can you see why Seth Rollins took it personal to make Cody look good? Think about that. Seth Rollins putting in major work. Stay loyal. Stay down. Defend the company. Got the S on his chest ready for war. And y'all signed the ops. And brought him back to get a push off me. He finna win a championship that I should have won. So I gotta say this, Seth Rollins. I can't give you all the heat. That's why I say Cody might be better than his father on the impact and the difficulty of what he had to go through. That'll be crazy. And you beat the modern day champion. You beat the modern day Bob Backlund of title reigns. You beat the modern day Bruno Sammartino, who had the belt for 8 years. You beat the modern... Now, Hulk Hogan ran with that long. You beat the modern day CM Punk. Think about that. Roman Reigns had the Universal title for 2 years. And you, an outsider, came back and made an impact quick as hell to steal that shine. That's a good success story. For real. Yeah, think about that. You know what I'm saying? So, wait till they cross paths this Friday on SmackDown. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the promos. I'm looking forward to what's got to be said. Because you know Roman going to take it there. And Cody look ready to be turned up. He ready to whoop somebody's ADWS hockey sticks. Especially when you're involving his wife, his woman, his daddy. It's going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining. You can't forget the Sami Zayn wild card and still into the bloodline. Because we know they're going to main event night one, him and KO versus the Usos. So you got to think about that. You smell me? Oh, number 4. Mandy Rose said she always expected her content to leak. Baby, let me tell you something. You're right. Now, if it was 2000, I believe you. But this is 2022. 2023. Anything can get leaked out. Hell, ask Draymond Green. Oh, y'all don't know what I'm talking about? Look at this picture right here. He didn't expect that picture of, his teammate. He expect the video of him firing on his teammate to get leaked out, but it's 2023. What doesn't get leaked out? And then, baby, you got your booty and out in the open. Like, you got your booty out. I mean, you voluptuous, fine, sexy white girl. But there's one problem. You work for the WWE. You can't. Now, if you was AEW, Tony Khan probably wouldn't care. But we're talking about WWE, who's for the kids. Who's for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Who hell has Titus O'Neil, an ambassador? And you didn't expect to get fired from that? Come on, baby. This ain't 1992. This ain't Sable and Trish era. This is the PG era. Now, don't get me wrong. You making more money than you ever have before. And I'm pretty sure that you're looking at it like I'm doing better off than I did with WWE. And I was on phone with my homeboy yesterday. We were talking about. He was like, "Bro, I hope she ain't going down that path. I hope she not either." Cause you gotta remember, she gotta remember. This why fans didn't like you at first, cause they just looked at you as a pretty face and a beautiful girl that couldn't wrestle or whatever. Or you want? I ain't gonna say you couldn't wrestle. You just want connected with the fans. And then you came back to NXT, putting in hard work, doing everything that you needed to do, and you blew that for a couple of racks. I ain't mad at you, but come on, man, you didn't expect Sean to be like, "Hey, we got to rewrite the script. Let's give it to the young lady Roxanne Perez, a young 19-year-old. It's only up for her from her when she beat you." It's like, baby, if you want to do your thing, do your thing. You just can't do it under our watch, because we don't promote OnlyFans and all that. We trying to remove ourselves from the attitude era, the shock value era, when all you had to do is show your butt and I don't know, hell, they promoted Kind Tower, Funaki Crew, whatever the fuck it was, when they were trying to chop off Val Venis Ding Ding. This ain't that era no more. This is supposed to be the clean era of WWE when we look at for good entertainment and wrestling. Not tatas and hoo-hoo. Don't get me wrong, you look good. But hopefully, if you still gonna go that direction, I hope you don't, cause I love to see you back in the ring. Hopefully that website or whatever you trying to do keep you making money or whatever. But it's just a shame that a beautiful, talented woman gotta depend on showing a hoo-hoo and ha-ha. And it should never be like that. Because you're a great wrestler, we miss you. And we were just looking forward to you in Toxic Attraction to debut on the main roster and take over that. But hey, you want to risk it all with showing that ass. Nice ass, but this ain't like, nah. So I'm glad you come to realization that you always expected to leak out. Now, who leaked it out? I don't know. Probably some weird fan that's in love with you. They live at home with his mom in the basement in Dukeburg, Kentucky. I don't know. But you know what to say. Hopefully one day we'll see you back in the ring. You hear me? Alright. Ooh. Almost forgot my last two subjects. Another subject I want to talk about. Theory and Cena was a match made for WrestleMania. It's kind of like the passing of the young god torch. Because you got to think about it. If y'all ain't seen the WWE Showcase mode, John Cena, right here, in real life, was a young 24, 25-year-old trying to get his recognition, his start. And he did get his start against the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle. When Kurt Angle paraphrasing, "Who are you?" and "I'm John Cena, da 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 da." So what you gonna do? Ruthless aggression. Slap. A slap heard around the world. Took Kurt Angle to the limits, even though he lost. But a young star was born. Then on top of it, you gotta think about. Oh, my bad, y'all. Then you gotta think about the promising career he had, because Vince was looking for another young star outside of Brock Lesnar. He was trying to build something. Started with the OVW guys, the Brock Lesnar, the Randy Orton, and Batista. Brock got his shine. Cena was next in line. And Randy was on the verge, and Batista didn't know what to do yet. But then you got the young phenom, Austin Theory, who was in wrestling companies, probably Evolve and ROH and stuff like that, trying to find his itch. Hell, he started as Johnny Gargano assistant, or playful son, or whatever that weird stuff they was on. He was under his thumb for a minute. Then he went to the main roster. He teamed up with Seth Rollins. And that combination wasn't working. It was kind of weird, left off. It didn't look like it didn't fit in. Then He teamed up with Andrade in Gaza, and it was just like they didn't know what to do with him. He didn't have a promising career at first until the Vince seen some of him enjoying him like he was his stepson. Then on the other side, Cena finding his itch, being in Royal Rumbles. Hell, he was in a crappy team with Bull Buchanan. Boy, did Bull Buchanan look like a clown. Trash. Then, him and Bull Buchanan broke up. Cena get his big break against the next big thing at Backlash. Lost, of course. But Cena was kind of moving up through the ladders. Back to Theory. Theory was in beast mode. Being in feuds, storylines with Vince. Hell, winning United, now you're a 2-time United States champion. Hell, him and Cena kind of resemble each other. If you ask me. Now, I'm not saying Austin Theory is the next big John Cena, but I know Austin Theory is the next main event player. Hell, he got his ass whooped by Brock Lesnar in the Elimination Chamber. Got F5'd off the pod. Almost died in the ring. Then you in big count matches with Bobby Lashley, Seth Rollins. Hell, you won a triple threat match at Survivor Series against both of them. Hell, you're one of the best talkers in the company. You're very entertaining. You're very charismatic, just like Cena. Because see, I can name Cena all Cena accolades. And, you know, he won Royal Rumbles, United States Championships, had United States Championship challenges. He had all that. Now, is Theory on the verge of this? Yes. But we know this match is on the road until an instant classic. Even though Cena can't go like he used to, but Cena can still give out a good match. Cena can still give out a good promo. And Theory can give out a good promo. Hell, Theory came into his own with the beard. He started being malicious towards people. Even dogging out his former mentor, Johnny Gargano. So, at WrestleMania, Theory and Cena gonna be an instant classic. Because their careers is parallel. On that. It's up to Theory if you want to be better than Cena. That's a lot to compete with. 16-time world champion, Royal Rumble winner, multi-time WrestleMania main eventer. All thing John Cena have done in the company is win the Intercontinental title. Now, Theory got a chance to pass him. But it's going to be very interesting how the tier is going to turn out. So I'm looking forward to it. And Theory said he's looking forward to doing something big. We all know, of course, John Cena is going to be on Raw March 6th. And they're going to start building that match from there. And my last one. Hey, man. Ooh, sure. Drew McIntyre deserves a WWE title run in front of a crowd. You gotta remember, man, 2020 was Drew McIntyre's year. They built him up to win the Royal Rumble. We looking forward to WrestleMania with him and Brock Lesnar until that trash so-called whack disease, the juice. Cause I don't want to say it. Cause I ain't trying to get no strike or nothing. I don't want to really talk about that. But y'all know what I'm talking about. That happened that year. And then WrestleMania didn't have no crowd. And him and Brock match was trash. And it was a nice build up for weeks. They were building it up. And then that happened. Then, of course, Drew McIntyre defeated Big Show and Brock Lesnar the same night. Then he had a nice feud with Seth Rollins. It was nice as hell. Except one problem. Wasn't no crowd. I mean, it was a crowd, but it wasn't no crowd. They didn't want to have one of the feuds of the year with Randy Orton. Well, no, it was Bobby Lashley the first time around. Him and Bobby went. He dominated Bobby. Him and Randy went back and forth for the championship pretty much that whole year. Except it wasn't no crowd. He beat Randy. Then he had a match at TLC against AJ Styles to cap it off. Then Drew lost the title belt to Bobby Lashley in front of a crowd. That was a waste of a championship reign. That was very good, and the fans didn't get to see it. Because Drew was putting on A1 matches the whole time. He was putting on banger after banger after banger. And it was more silent in this room. You might heard a few claps, but that was wrestlers. They weren't real fans. That was wrestlers acting like fans. But he has the chance to have his WrestleMania moment. It might not be the WWE title, but the direction they're going is towards Gunther versus Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus. So they probably trying to set up Drew to have an entertaining WrestleMania moment for the Intercontinental Championship in front of a large crowd. And Drew deserved it. Hell, Sheamus deserved it. Hell, Gunther, everybody, if they do a triple threat match, you can't go wrong with who wins. Because Sheamus been MVP since COVID. Sheamus ain't put on great matches since then. Drew do always what he do, and Gunther is having the most dominant title run since his NXT UK run in NXT UK. But hopefully he get that moment. We all cheer for joy. And I know that the title he won't, but I just know he want that WrestleMania moment that he didn't get 3 years prior to that. We're going to see how it go. But yo, that's it for this episode. I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.
Just let me talk my shit.